Hello ladies and gents, Romie Reviews here. Please like, comment, subscribe. Also please go and support my other videos, like my music reaction videos. I put up 2 videos for RomieOmni and also for Jason Derulo and Nicki Minaj for Goodbye. And they're not Normani, Calvin Harris collaboration. Those are fun, those are short. Let's jump right into the mess. This is Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 5, Episode 14. We'll start this off with Moniece talking to Mr. Ray. And Mr. Ray, I said, look at him and his hair, living his best life with that hair. Now, the issue with Moniece is that her relationship with AD is over, and it's also been exposed online. So now it's really over. Even if there was a possibility of the two of them possibly getting back together, the embarrassment alone is what would keep her away. And she feels very hurt because the thing is that when it comes to AD and Moniece, they both were very verbally, abusive to each other in some levels. And when the relationship ended, AD said something to the effect of, and she doesn't want to be in Cam's life or something in regards to Cam that would really hurt Moniece. And that's why she said it. It doesn't make it right, but that's why she said it. So now Moniece is over it. Moniece's whole thing is, I can't have you go and not only disrespect me, but disrespect my son and think that we're going to be, no, it's more than over. It's more than done. I mean, this is someone who spent 2 years of my life with me and in my son's life. No, it's done. So now AD goes and expresses her side of things to, her side of things to Fizz. And Fizz is just a listening ear. AD wants to still see Cam. She still wants to be in Cam's life. She's like, I've known him for 2 years. I've helped raise him for 2 years and with his mom. So I feel like I deserve to be in, his life. Fizz is kind of on the ropes of, I personally don't have an issue with AD, but I just may go with Moniece, and so I'm not just going to go and do something behind her back. So that's when we fast forward, and Fizz was having another conversation with AD, brought her to his house, and he told Moniece, which I said, thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank the Lord that, this is how you're supposed to do these type of things. And what ends up happening is, after the initial conversation, that was a tight turn. After the initial conversation between Fizz and AD, then Fizz brought in Moniece. And AD had that look of, no, what the? Now Fizz said, this issue is really between the two of you, so I'm going to give you the space to go and talk. Of course, their talking quickly turned into yelling, and so Fizz went into the fridge, went and got him some ice cream. I said, oh, someone was actually eating that ice cream. I said, wait a minute, Fizz, do you actually work here? I mean, do you actually live here? I know a lot of times they were in Airbnbs, but do you actually live here? Anyway, the whole thing is this yelling. It quickly becomes a yelling match between the both of them about, and you can tell that they're hurt. They are really hurt. This relationship needs to be done because it's not healthy anymore. Moniece said, because AD's whole thing is, you can't keep me out of Cam's life. Moniece said, I'm the mother. I can do what I please, because at the end of the day is, I'm the mother. I'm the person that's going to be around forever. You're in his life, whoop-de-whoop, but you're the same person that went and tried to go and act like, oh, you, screw me and screw Cam, and I don't want to be in his life. Don't bring him around, and yeah, you did that to hurt me, but guess what? Why do I want someone like that around my son? I said, bingo, Yahtzee. Moniece is making sense here, and so then AD just had that look of, wait, this can't be serious, and you did this and you did that, and now you're trying to punish me. It's like, not punishing you. The relationship is done. The relationship is done. And so then AD goes to Fizz and is trying to say, dude, come on now. And Fizz, I'm glad he backed Moniece up. He said, no. Haven't you noticed how every woman that I've ever dated, they don't stay in my son's life because his mother is there. His mother's there. That's supposed to be the constant. just like vice versa. So I can't support you. If she says that you can't go and be in her son's life and our kid's life, that's just what it's gonna have to be. And I loved that. I said, actual camaraderie. Good, because the rest of the episode was full of foolery. So Fizz told AD to bounce. It's like, okay, we were playing house. It was cute, but now you can go. You already know what this is. Go. Hopefully you sold some shoes and shirts. Go. What do I want to talk about next? Do I want to talk about Tiara? Why not? So now we'll talk about Akbar and Alejandra. And actually his wife, Sade, I think. And we see these videos of Alejandra and Akbar, you know, dealing with Tiara Marie and Tiara Marie going off. And he was just like, oh, is it crazy? So you call me a stalker, so you're saying I did revenge porn, so you said I did this and that, but yet you're still here, you're in my car, you're talking to me, we drove here, we had sex, and so he's just putting her on blast. I said, all of this looks messy and trashy. So I'm not here for any of this, but I do understand what needs to happen, because now we see at his house, we see his wife come home, and the wife was pissed. The wife was yelling, saying, so why are you going and still dealing with Tiara Marie even though she has a lawsuit against you? Why was, and if you're going to go and do that, why was Alejandra there? That's the other part I don't get, because what she's trying to say is, I'm supposed to be the main. I'm being treated like the side, even though she's supposed to be the side. Well, guess what? She's riding for me. She's riding for him. She's supporting him with whatever shenanigans that he's trying to pull right now, because she was partially a part of the shenanigans to begin with, and I know that was the case. Sade really has no idea what's going on, and that's just, she's the wife, and she's the most unaware person in this entire situation. That's sad. That's sad. That's crazy. Aside from all of that, aside from all of that, he says, look, we have to think smarter. I have a lawsuit against me, against something I didn't do. If I can go and she's trying to serve me with papers. If I can go and prove that we're still together, if she's still hitting me up, if we're still having conversations, then she'll look less credible. And if the more, less credible she looks to the courts, the more likely this lawsuit's going to be dropped. And I said, wait a minute, Akbar, did you come up with the idea yourself? I'm thinking, whose lawyer did you consult? So the wife was just over it, because she just felt like this wouldn't have happened if you went playing around, do this and that. And then here goes Alejandra saying, wait a minute, you shouldn't be talking to your king like that. I said, oh. I checked out of everything else after that scene was done. So now we have to go to Tiara Marie needs a friend. So now her friend's going to be RoccStar. RoccStar apparently knows her cousin, and he's going to go and help her out, but he needs to know everything. RoccStar doesn't need to know everything. He just needs to know everything because it's RoccStar. Now, they get to talking, and RoccStar, the one thing I can appreciate is he was calling her out on her BS. He was calling her out on her BS. He was calling her out on this whole thing of, she was trying to say, well, this is what he did to me, so of course a lawsuit. But then RoccStar had to say, wait a minute, but this isn't looking credible, because you keep going back to him and actually have information that you went back again. And I just need to know, did you actually go back again? She said, yeah. Why'd you do it? She did it for some D. And it was like, really? He said his game's spectacular, but it's not having these women sprung out here in these streets like that. And she was just like, look, that's just what it is. And so aside from that, are you going to go back? And she's like, but why did you ask me that? I told you no. Because you went back before. Because you took a press conference and you had some friends supporting you. But because they backed out due to you deciding that you wanted to go and be with him again, you don't look credible. So anytime someone asks you a question of, are you going to go back? Are you going to do this and that? They have to protect themselves. This is lawsuits. These are liabilities. I'll have your back, but you have to be honest with me. How you feel about him? Yes, she still loves him or still likes him. And yes, she went down because she was confused. She said it looks crazy because he invited me there to talk. And what ended up happening is I felt ambushed. I didn't know Alejandro was going to be there. I'm thinking that's not the point. It shouldn't have mattered. What do you need from a man who you say is playing you in public? Like, what do you care more about? The feeling that you had with him for a moment than yourself? Because that's what it sounds like to me. But RoccStar's going to go and have her back in his ever so RoccStar way. So then we need to get to some more slight messiness. Actually, do I want to skip ahead to... Oh, we actually have to do this in order. This is annoying. Brooke and Marcus. Brooke and Marcus, they're having this lunch date, and Marcus is talking about how the gender reveal was cool. Brooke feels a certain way because she doesn't understand how she wasn't the one opening her legs to this person, that person. She was just going and saying information that everyone already knew. So why is it that Lyrica's being the big baby? I'm thinking, she's not being a big baby. You just weren't being a good friend. That's the problem. That's the problem. But Marcus also feels a certain way because he lets her know about the situation with him and RoccStar. But she wants to still go in the studio and record at RoccStar. And he said, oh, well, no woman of mine is going to go and work with someone who has an issue with me. No, you're not allowed to do that. You're not doing that. I said, oh, I don't know if that's going to go over too well. I don't know if that's going to go over too well. Don't work with RoccStar. Yeah, too late for that. Ray J, he met up with RoccStar because I guess they went baby shopping. But RoccStar is going to be putting together this event, and he wants Sierra to host. He wants Ray J to show up, and he said no. Ray J said no because that hits too close to home. No, that's too much baggage. No. That is too much going on. Too much going on for him and his taste. It's like, let RoccStar go and be messy, go and, defend Tiara, go and do whatever he wants over there. Over there. Amber and her mama, Miss Shun, they're talking about their relationship's getting better. Shun Love talks about her working relationship with Apple Watts. Remember, Apple Watts is in jail, so she needs to go and continue to talk about her to bring awareness and remind us that Apple Watts is still part of this. That's why she even brought her up. I know how these shows work. But Amber is texting Marcus, and Amber does know that Marcus is with Brooke. They're apparently... It's a little weird, though, because Amber, Marcus was liking a bunch of her pics, and her mom was like, you are not a side hoe. What are you doing? You are not a side piece. You're no one's side. You are the main. Always remember that. I was a couple of people's side, and I vowed my daughter would never be that way. So just always remember. And she said, no, Mom, I know. I understand. I'm thinking, no, you don't. You're still young. No, you don't. No, you don't. Now... Brooke and RoccStar, they're in the studio. RoccStar still wants to work on the song. Brooke says, no, I can't because I have to. Now, the thing is, if you're going to go and say that you can't do something because of whatever reason, you can call someone. Brooke wanted to go and do that, and she knew that RoccStar wouldn't be the type that would just say, oh, okay, cool, whatever. She knew that RoccStar would more so be the type, it's like, come on, stop tripping. So Brooke is still going to do the song, still going to work with RoccStar. Not only that, she is invited to an event, RoccStar's album release or song release, EP release, whatever it is. And so they're looking at the flyers. They also joked about Moniece. I'm thinking, this is over with. Why are we still doing this? But RoccStar was showing, the flyers. The flyers looked, they didn't look like anything special, but it's fine. And Tiara Marie's going to be there. Okay, whatever. And apparently, I wasn't paying attention to the screen. I don't know, was it a picture of RoccStar? Because I know Brooke said she looks good. So, was it a picture of Brooke? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. But, then we go to RoccStar's party. So Lucci and Bridget were there. Why? I'm not sure. Not being rude to them. I'm just saying in reality, I'm not sure why they were there. I understand that Lucci didn't like the fact that, so I'm having issues with my friend and RoccStar is inviting all these other people. No, this isn't the way you do it. I said, yeah, sometimes you attach your wagon to the wrong horse. That happens all the time, Solo. And then Bridget, she's finally calmed down. Bridget this season realized that she didn't get too far last season because she was a part of the Love and Hip Hop mess. So she's just been promoting her music. We haven't seen much of anything else from her. I guess that's why she's not a main person. Perfectly fine. She actually wants a career. I respect that. See, that's how you're supposed to do it. Some of you others on that show. At the place, Brooke is already there. In comes Tara Marie, and as we know, they're okay, but they're not the best of friends. It's kind of the whole thing of, all right, you went and kind of read me. Even though you're right, I'm still upset about it. But whatever, we're going to move forward. While that happens, in comes Shin Love and Amber Diamond. And Amber Diamond, if you guys forgot, was actually Cisco's side piece. He was supposed to be dating Tiara, and Amber Diamond thought that she was the main, but she was actually the side. Yeah, I forgot about that. It's just so much. It's just so much. And so then she said, you know what? It was because of him. I personally have no issues with you. And she said, okay, cool. And they're like, well, you know, just shout out to you. I know you're going through a lot right now. It's crazy. And she's like, yeah. I'm thinking, are we going to tell your sob story to everyone who asks and inquires? You don't need to. They're not really supporting you. Yes, they're being nice, but they're not really supporting you. They just want to know what's going on. They might have general respect for you, but they're not your friends. So now we have, let's see, Amber and, no, Sade comes. So while, the three of them were originally talking, Sade comes. RoccStar is right next to Tara Marie the whole time. At one point he sits down because it was getting too much, but Sade and Tara Marie were going back and forth because Tara Marie is like, look, yeah, I went down there and did what I need to do, and you don't understand, because he was mentally controlling. And I said, but you said it was because of the deed. But okay, that's his wife. And she said, well, if you're a wife and you were married, then there should be legal paperwork that people can find at the courthouse. I said, yes, that's true, but you can have that stuff sealed. You can do it privately. Everything is not for everyone's consumption, contrary to what a lot of people think. That's elementary, thinking. There's ways to have that hidden. And if Akbar wants to go and live this polygamous lifestyle, then it's probably best for his marriage certificate to be sealed. Anyway, Sade felt like, why am I looking at this paper that doesn't even have anything on it? Sade feels like, look, you're sleeping with a married man, you're suing him. How are you suing him even though you keep going back to him? It makes no sense. Like, what are you really trying to do? What are you really trying to profiteer off of him, off of his relationship, off of his situation? What's wrong with you? I'm thinking, what's wrong with Tara Marie psychologically? We pray for her because we know that there's real issues. And then she went and said, oh, well, you were looking like, because I saw the video, you were looking like you're on drugs, you were drinking. I'm thinking, no, don't put that on her. Don't put that on her. Don't put that on her. She's working really hard. Don't put that on her. Whether it's the truth or not, don't put that on her. But that's what it looks like for someone who is just randomly seeing the video. And my main thing is that I feel like Tiara, not only does she need a reality check, she needs to step away from all of this. She needs to step away from all of this because this is getting too much. Now she has to deal with Akbar, Alejandra, Sade. It's too much. Sade, you know the man you've married. The man married you, but because he knew that he had a wife that was open to sharing her husband, even though now all the women in his life realize none of them actually want to be shared. They deserve someone who just wants to be their one, but they're with someone who wants them to be first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Now, RoccStar, he has to go up and meet up with the guy that's causing all this trouble. I thought that he was wearing a onesie originally. I'm thinking, what is that? Why is he? It doesn't. We move on. We move forward to him meeting up with Akbar. They do their usual okay, there's a car in between them, and they talk for maybe all of 20 seconds before a fight that's not really a fight ensues, because I felt like Akbar was ready to go. RoccStar was saying, you know what, blood, and he was wearing this all blood outfit. Freaking blood. Okay. Who are you trying to scare? Unless you have some shooters in the rear. Nah, nobody gonna be scared. Ain't nobody gonna be scared. And because that's why Akbar started to laugh, because he looked at him like, dude, if I really wanted to, I could just move one arm over and knock your lights out. Like, what are we really doing here? This is a joke, right? Because this has to be a joke. That's the only way that this could make any sense at all. And they're doing their usual digs. RoccStar was calling him asphalt. I got a chuckle out of that. RoccStar was like, man, look at how you're dressed. RoccStar said, what are those? I guess as far as his shoes. Akbar was like, this is fashion. This is better than whatever little onesie thing you have going on over there. And so he got slightly petty, but I don't know why Akbar was ready to fight. I understand that maybe it's because RoccStar was putting some stuff out there. Akbar heard about it and felt a certain way. Because I said, oh, wait, where's this aggression coming from? I don't know if RoccStar realized that was really going on, because he moseyed his way. Security didn't take him to the car. He walked right to that car, got in there, and security still had him while Akbar was mocking him. At the end of the episode, or maybe before that, I don't know, Tiara goes to her lawyer, and the lawyer says that Lisa Bloom is concerned. I said, say that again? I'm not sure if I've ever heard that before. She's concerned about your case and your credibility because look at this video. I want you to see this video, and I'm going to tell you how it looks from a jury standpoint. We take this stuff seriously. And I said, oh, really? Okay. We take this stuff seriously. We cannot have a client that's doing foolishness that will interfere with the next woman's case. We can't go and have you act like a donkey and cause our credibility to completely go out into the sewer. It's already halfway there, but to completely go out in the sewer means that the next time we try to work with another person, we're unable to successfully do it because no one will take us seriously. And when I say no one, I mean the woman. Won't take the woman seriously. They'll just think, oh, they're working with them. It's just a joke, which some people feel like that way anyway. And you showing them the video, and he was saying, well, what are you saying here? And why are you doing this? So why did you get in the car? And so this is your reaction to one. She was like, this is my reaction to when I felt ambushed. This is my reaction when I thought we were alone. This is my reaction to this. This is my reaction to that. So then he said, okay, you accused the man of plotting on you and releasing the sex tape on you. And then you go back. Her lawyer is so over her that he essentially told her, hey, this is how this is going to go. I need to know from you, are you done with this? Are you done going back with him? Because this looks like, you know, you had issues with your boyfriend, and so he released something on you, or, you know, this was released, but you still love him. You want things to work out. You're not looking credible. If you do one more thing, Tiara, to mess this up, the firm cannot continue to represent you, because if you go down, we go down, and that means everything that we're doing becomes less credible for actual victims. He was trying to say, I don't think you are a victim, but I don't know of what. And I think that's what he was trying to say, because he looked at her and she was like, no, I'm fine. It's over. It's really over. It's never going to happen again. No, it's not. I promise you. I'm done. I'm really done. He said, well, see, the thing is, you're going to have to convince someone, because I don't know if you even believe that yourself. You're trying to convince me, but have you convinced yourself? That was the look he gave her, like, I'm really tired of her. Can we just drop this? I mean, she needs someone in her corner, but how long am I actually supposed to do this mess? That's what I was looking at him as. So that was it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next week.